Hey guys, what is going on? It's Fen here again, and today we're actually going to be taking a look at a new plugin, and it's called Porticolon. Yeah, it's French, no idea how to say it, but yeah, it's basically a gate plugin, which will allow you RPGers, you hardcore RPGers, to actually make gates for your towns, castles, your house. You can pretty much use this for anything, and everyone has permission to use it. There's no permissions, there's no config, there's nothing like that. It's just a jar file that runs. It basically uses redstone to power the gates up and down, and I've got an example here to show you guys. I made this yesterday. So you use the lever and it comes down, and hey presto, there we go. And if we put it back up, then it's going to fly up. Now it goes up slower than it comes down, simply because they've tried to incorporate physics into the plugin, and of course when you're trying to pull something up, you're fighting against gravity rather than just letting it go down, which of course goes with gravity. So I think it's a really cool plugin, and a lot of people kind of know about it so far, but some people are struggling on how to use it, and this is for all the new people that come on the server. You know, everyone's welcome to come on. So basically, let's get started and I'll show you how it works. Now, a few things you will have to know is that the smaller your gate, the more difficult it will be to power it. Now, the reason for that is because if you have a smaller gate, you need to basically wire the redstone in a manner that powers the blocks that it runs up and down. For instance, this is the smallest gate you can have, which is a 2 by 2. Well, it's a 2 by, doesn't matter how long it is, but let's say it's a 2 by 3, which is what this is. Now, one of the requirements is you need to have the equal amount of space above the gate in order to store the actual fence post or iron bars or the netherrack fences that you use. The ones that you can use is, of course, fences, iron bars, and the netherrack fences. So they're the only things you can actually use for this. Of course, it's a medieval gate type thing, so it works really well. And basically, if you don't understand the concept, is if you've got 2, which is going to be the height of your gate, you need equal amount, which is 2 here in this case, above to store these when they move up. For instance, if I use this, you will see nothing happens because it's a little bit buggy with the with how the redstone torches work. So as you can see, it's gone up, and if I press it again and then press it again to flick it back off, as you can see, it goes up and it goes down. So if we do that again, then post move up to the top, and there you go, they're stored, so you can walk through. If you want to bring it back down, of course you've got to have the equal space below that in order for them to come down. And there we go. Now, I'm pretty sure some of you guys are really smart and you'll be able to wire it up a lot better than this, a lot more effectively, where you don't have to use that twice to actually get it to go. But this is kind of the setup I figured out in order to do this small gate. Like I said, the bigger the gate, the better, or the easier it is to actually wire it up. So the way it works is you've got to have the blocks that are actually connected to the post powered in some way with redstone. It can be with repeaters, it can be wire, or it can be torches. I think torches are probably the easiest way. As you can see, this one's powering this, this one's powering this, this one's powering this, and this one's powering this. So they're all powered, which is good. So this is the setup I've come up with. That the lever is powering the wire, and then it's powering the repeater. The repeater's powering this block, which is in turn powering this torch. Then this torch is turning this torch off, then this torch is turning this torch on, because they do alternate. So yeah, I hope you guys understood that. Just to try and make it a little easier, I'm going to be wiring this one up for you. So basically, this one is going to be a 4 high gate, which needs to be 8 total. So it's 4 and 4. I've used different colour blocks so you can actually see the comparison. And then, very important, you've got to add a top above this. If not, your gate will just power up and it'll keep going up and up and up and up and up and into space. So make sure you actually put a top on it. It's very important. So let's actually get started. So I'm going to use iron on this one, just because it seems a little nicer. There we go. So there's our gate. Job is a good one. And then I'm going to basically make my levers. So here we go. I like to have my levers 2 blocks high, so I'm actually facing it and I can look at the gate, see if it was working rather than looking down. And then same over here. I'm going to do this. And then basically I'm going to put a block in the middle, and this is where the first torch is going to go. So I'm going to stick one torch on there, and then I'm going to stick a block and a block and a block just to save time, and then stick a torch, and stick a torch. Now you might not even have to stick one there because it's powering the top layer here, but we'll work that out. And I'm going to get a repeater and face it into this block so it powers it, and same here. So this powers this side, so you can open and close it from each side, depends on what you want. And then we're going to actually just test this. I mean, it's as simple as that, as simple as 1, 2, 3 really. So I'll click this, it powers that, and I'm going to turn this off again. Hopefully that will work. There we go. So it sends it up, it sends the signals which basically sets it off. So there we go, it's above that now. And then we're going to do that again. We're going to press this lever, see if anything happens. And there we go. So as you can see, at the top, when we actually press it once, it actually comes down. But when we press it once here, it actually, oh, well, maybe it does work. I think it's just, it's a little glitchy with using this. I'm not quite sure if I'm doing it right or not, but you press it once and it should come down. There we go. So we've got it working fully now. Now you can, well, you can't actually use buttons with this because buttons don't pulse enough. Well, there you go. I've just said it. The buttons pulse, so they don't actually send it up and down. For example, I will show you. Pressure plates do work though, so that's good. But buttons, unfortunately, don't have the ability to perform these. So if I press this, you can see it does work on the coming down, but then it goes back up. So if I press it maybe a few times, it does come down, but then it's just going to go back up, I think. Or maybe not. And then it should come back down. Oh, so that's actually kind of cool. Buttons do work. I guess it kind of works because it comes down, but then it wants to go back up. So if you keep spamming the button, it will come down, and then it will stay at the bottom. But if you press your button once, it will just set it off and go up, which is kind of cool. So buttons do work in a sense that you've got to keep spamming it, but then again, I think levers are a lot better. So press a lever down, it comes down, press a lever up, it goes up. Now if you press it like up and down here, it's going to kind of break it, so you got to make sure you just press it once and let it do its thing, and then basically press it again once it's actually finished to send it down. So there we go, that is up, and then down. So guys, I hope you enjoy this tutorial, and just to show you what happens when we do it this way, let me press that again. There we go, it should come down. So here we go, I'm going to press this now and it's going to shoot up when I press it again. Alright, I hate this one, it's pretty bad design, but hey, bigger the better. So as you can see, it does actually shoot up, and yeah, I'm pretty sure you could actually use this to jump on. Could maybe use it as a rocket. There you go, you're going to send yourself to space. But yeah, that's pretty much what you need to do. And I'm kind of flying in midair. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It's a very, very awesome plugin, and I'm extremely happy about it. It's going to bring a lot to the RP server. So make sure you have a button on the outside so people can use it as well. Because if you don't, then how are people supposed to get into your town? Unless you're kind of one of them evil lords who don't want anyone in their town, then that's cool. So thank you. Make sure you leave a comment, guys, about this. Do you think this is a good addition to the server? What would you like to see? Would you like to see the drawbridge version of this, where you can make drawbridges, vertical sliding doors? Leave a comment, and don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It really does help. And I will catch you guys on the server or in the next video. Peace.